Good morning, everybody. I guess it's still morning. Have the day off from work today, dealing with a few things, but I got a few minutes. I just read where Kevin Conroy passed away, voice of Batman for 30 years, and quite an extraordinary voice of Batman. You know, I'm a Gen Xer, so my introduction to Batman was Adam West. And I tell you right now, I love Adam West and the Batman TV series beyond all reason. I adore it. And, beyond him, we had the Super Friends on TV, where Batman was typically voiced, I think, usually by Olin Soul. Character actor, if you like any vintage TV, you've seen Olin Soul at some point. I mean, golly, I just saw him in an episode of My Three Sons a couple days ago. He was in quite a few episodes of Dragnet, and if anybody was in episodes of Dragnet, they were in quite a few of them, and probably Adam 12 and probably Emergency, because Jack Webb loved to use a stable of actors that he knew understood his vision for the show. So, those are the guys I grew up with. And then, of course, 89 comes along, and Michael Keaton. And, oh, man, I remember people in comic stores were, oh, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. I didn't know what to think. And, oh, boy, I went to that movie, and boy, did I fall in love with it. And I'll admit, I'm not as in love with it now as I was at the time, but it was great. Great, fun movie. So then the Bruce Timm cartoon shows up. And, wow, what an extraordinary opening to a cartoon. And you hear Batman for the first time, and it doesn't sound like Adam West, and it doesn't sound like Olin Soul, and it doesn't sound like Michael Keaton. But damn, did it sound like Batman. It was great. Instant acceptance. Conroy brought to that role something that I think, I think actually Adam West did as well. And that's humanity. In his version of Batman, and obviously this is owed to the writers of the series, but, the actor has to be able to deliver, and boy did he deliver. But in those series and in the comic books, Batman wasn't this crazy person who, had this bizarre obsession because of losing his parents at a young age. And I grant you, in the real world, somebody who dresses up as a bat to fight crime is going to be, mentally unstable. But in comic book world, that's not the case. And the Batman character is somebody who did suffer a tragedy as a child. I mean, that's addressed even in the Adam West series, and I think the maybe first or second episodes. And that tragedy inspired him to do something about it. He was a normal human being who wanted to get out there and make sure that no other kids were going to have to deal with what he dealt with. And that's such a lovely way, in my opinion, to do the character. It really is. And I think that with Kevin Conroy, you really got that. He could be intense and he could be angry. But he could also be funny and warm and caring. And I think that really made the character so wonderful. And it's why he voiced him for so long. So, hey, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. God bless you. You did a fantastic job. My heart goes out to your friends and family. because I think they've lost a really extraordinary person today. And all of us geeks and all those kids who grew up, inspired by you, man, they've lost something too. Well, I think that's all I could say about it. Folks, have the best day you can. Get out there, do something great. If you want to honor Kevin Conroy, maybe throw a few bucks to a charity, maybe volunteer, do something you can in this real world to make it a better place. God bless.